when we got into halftime, Coach Bennett really preached unity. You know, we came in and we weren't really executing the way we should have. We weren't really moving the ball like we normally do. And the second half, we really decided just to play as a team. You know, that's how we've been winning games all season. And we just decided to pick it up right there and play for each other.
Well, first seeing Duke going down, you know, it just kind of reiterates the fact that, you know, this tournament anyone can win, and, you know, the margin of error is so slim. But on the court, I don't think someone asked me, they said, when you're sitting on the bench the first 5 minutes, did you ever think, you know, we could lose this game? And I responded, I said, if you're sitting on the bench and you're thinking that your team could lose the game, like, you shouldn't be on the team, because, you know, the goal is to win the game. So you're there sitting, yeah, we're going to win the game. So
there was some bickering going on. You could feel the guys, come on, what's wrong? We shouldn't be in this spot. And I just told them, I said, you know, you guys have been so unified, what Anthony referred to, all year. And that's a strength of yours. You're an unselfish team. When you've played your best ball, you're unified. Now you're going to start fracturing. I said, you have to come together in a way that you haven't all year because of what's at stake. And I said, you know, it's interesting hearing Evan. I said, they're capable of beating you. I said, stop being afraid. If you lose, you lose. I said, play. I said, play as hard as you can defensively. I said, you have to lay everything you've got defensively and let it come offensively. And I said, take the shots that are there. Stop trying to do it by yourself offensively, but you're going to win it with your defense. And I repeated that a few times and just kept talking about those things because, look, Vic, you asked me the question here, can a 16 beat a 1? Yeah, of course they can. It'll probably happen. We were going to maybe be the poster child for that if we didn't pick it up, but it's college basketball. Our game's a 40-minute game, and it's, you know, you just watch. You mentioned some of those games. You mentioned some of the one seeds. There isn't a big separation, and I know that sounds like coach speak, but it's not. There's too many good players. You have to play, and you know, I don't know if our guys felt it or not. We didn't play quite like we were capable, but in the second half they did play.